How's it going, guys? This is Dynamo22, and I wasn't really planning on recording today because I have stuff I need to do for school, but I have a rare window of time where I should be relatively uninterrupted, and I felt obligated to use it because last time I wanted to record something, I had to wait like a week before I found an opportunity, so I feel like, I can't just let this moment pass by. I will be graduating college this semester, so, theoretically, hopefully, I'll be getting a job going forward after the spring, and, I don't know what that's going to mean as far as my opportunity to upload Pokemon, and I'm having a lot of fun with BDSP metagame, even though I didn't get the actual physical copy of BDSP. I wasn't interested enough to pay $60 for it, so what I am interested for is the Legends Arceus. I pre-ordered that, which I never do, and hopefully, I'm getting it shipped. So hopefully, it says it ships the day it comes out. Hopefully, it also arrives the day it comes out. I'm doing my best to avoid spoilers. I even avoided some of the officially released information. Usually, I'll watch like actual trailers and stuff, and I have watched trailers for Legends Arceus, but I got to the point where I knew I wanted it, so I don't need to like be sold anymore, and I just, as much as possible, I'd like to, play the game and be surprised by the new things. So that being said, let's get to the actual point of this video, which is to use this team I threw together in literally no more than like 30 seconds so that I would be able to record something because I've already recorded with the other two teams I actually have on the team builder. You probably didn't see the last video because as of this moment it has 0 views, which I feel like means there was perhaps an issue with the either I just uploaded at the perfectly wrong time where it got buried, or it didn't end up in everyone's sub boxes, which, I mean, I don't have very many subscribers, so normally I don't take low view count to be indication of anything like that. But literally 0 is pretty rare. I usually get about 4 views a video. So, just thought I'd throw that out there in case you actually wanted to watch it and just didn't see it, as opposed to the most people who see an hour-long video featuring cast form and just like, nah, I can't fit that in today. But anyways, all all my favorite YouTubers have been uploading with some of my favorite Pokemon recently, and it makes me want to use those Pokemon, but I can't just like upload a video of their featured Pokemon like right after them, like every time they release a video. That just doesn't feel very, I don't know, creative or whatnot. And the whole point is they're supposed to be, my favorite Pokemon, not me just copying other people. That's the whole point of using them. So I've brought out one of my signature OG second gen sets because second gen is my favorite gen. And so I wanted to use the second gen Pokemon as the spotlight when I threw together a team. And that is, as you can see, the title of the team, Offensive Smeargle. So hopefully, the main goal is to kill some Pokemon with Smeargle. I might bring back the good old Johto, gotta get a kill with them all, and make it a showdown edition. Our opponent also has Smeargle, but I don't think they're prepared for what our Smeargle is going to do. Hopefully I don't stumble over the word Smeargle every time I try and pronounce it in this video. But the question is, do we go straight for the Smeargle lead, or do we do the Skarmory lead? I think we just straight Smeargle. Now, unfortunately, he can taunt us if he's that kind of Mew, but instead he just goes straight for the Psychic. So we have failed in our objective. We will knock him off, and we'll be back in battle number 2. I didn't think he would lead with a Mew like this, so that's why we have been thwarted this way, but we are going to go ahead and get up these spikes, and we get the great multi-turn sleep. We get roasted here, but we are the Suicide Skarmory, so that's okay. We're just going to Brave Bird, and if he has Defog, he can't use it, but he seems to be a very offensive Mew. But he is the defog version. And now the question is, can we go directly into Azumarill? I think it's better to just go to Starmie, who will be faster, and hopefully, finish him off before he can do any defogging. This is Life Orb Starmie, which I almost never run Life Orb Mons, but he makes an interesting play and goes to Nidoking, which I have to assume was a sack, unless he really predicted Thunderbolt in that scenario, because both my stabs are effective against Nidoking, so even if he predicted me to not go for, a water move, my next best move would probably be Psychic. We do have Special Defensive Scizor, which I would assume is good against Gengar, but we're going to go directly into... Oh, look at this. This is going to be great. So we tried to sack Smeargle, but we will get the kill with the extreme speed on the 2% Mew. So I lied. I thought the first battle was a failure, but we already got a Smeargle kill on the Mew. We are adamant Smeargle, which means he's probably faster than us. So we're just going to go for extreme speed again because, nice. We will win the Smeargle Ditto unless he goes directly into Gengar. 2 kills with Smeargle and we didn't even belly drum. That's amazing because we have 152 attack, and that is max attack adamant, as I mentioned. So we will Spore here because we can insta-lose if Azumarill belly drums, which is why we have Azumarill on our team, so we can insta-win. And look at that. You will never see a Smeargle 2 kills into a forfeit without any sort of setup even ever again in your life. So this video is already a success, even though I started off rambling a lot in the intro because, again, I wasn't planning on recording, so I didn't have time to gather my thoughts or anything. I literally just clicked 6 buttons on 6 Pokemon, jumped into a battle, pressed the record, and yeah. So if you click off now, I will be upset, but I've already hopefully made your day. And we're gonna try and do more things, even though it can only go downhill from here. But we did it. We got 2 kills in 1 battle with just random not boosted Smeargle. So just imagine if we have +6 attack. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna put up the Stealth Rocks in this game. Obviously, with the hail, our sturdy is broken, so we can't do as much of the what's it called, the custom stuff as we're designed to do. But we intentionally don't Brave Bird there because he has the Veil set up, and so we want to just stall around, have the Abomastow still be in, and not let him go into his dangerous Pokemon with the Veil up, because that's dangerous. So we will just set up and keep setting up and try and stall out as many turns. Let's see if he has the Light Clay. He does not. So unfortunately, we are bulky Scizor, so we aren't going to be able to OHKO him, and we do get roasted there. But we put a big dent in his team. Now here's a question for you. Can Smeargle do 14% with extreme speed? I'm going to go ahead and assume no. And this seems like the perfect opportunity to set up a belly drum. Now, unfortunately, we are HP Azumarill and not speed Azumarill. I used to run speed back in the day because it's funny, but I don't know. I just felt like having HP on this one. But that's why you don't need speed, because even with the resist, Aqua Jet can just clear him out. And we're just going to keep clicking it until he figures out a way to stop us, which is, why we slept the other Azumarill in the previous game. Like I said, you will insta-lose to Azumarill if you let this type of thing happen. I don't know if Yeah, he's got the faster bullet punch there, but I mean, we did a pretty decent chunk to his team, so hopefully, um, with our remaining Pokemon, we can clean it up. We are out of our main threats other than Starmie, so this could be dangerous. But let's see. We do 58% with Earthquake because we are offensive Donphan. I wasn't sure whether to run defense EVs or attack EVs on Donphan because they're both fairly viable. But in this case, having a really strong Ice Shard against all these dragons should be very conducive to our winning. And I think Starmie can just Ice Beam everything now. Obviously, he could very well be Scarf Latios, which is a threat, but he's not. And so I think we have it. Now, he may legitimately be able to just kill us with -2 Draco Meteor, but if he switches out and takes rocks, we can definitely kill him. And this thing is dead to rocks. So look, we got him with extreme speed. Bam! Another Smeargle win. This is going great. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. I don't know how many battles to get because, I mean, again, it can only get worse, but we haven't clicked the belly drum yet, so I'm going to at least try and get that. I mean, there may be people coming home for lunch here at some point, so I don't want to push it too long and get interrupted and not be able to, have a natural end to the video where I have to like splice two different recordings together. But all right, we're back. Sorry about that. My brother just left to go to class, and he was, very loud and singing on his way out the door, which, good for him, but not great for recording a video. So I'll just cut that part out. As you can see, though, we basically swept this guy with Starmie because everything on his team was weak to ice. And yeah, that's basically why I put Starmie on this team. Not because I thought I'd fight, a comp like this, but because it's disrespectful how in Sword and Shield 8th Gen, Starmie is an NU Pokemon. Kids these days don't know that Starmie is actually a top tier threat. So I had to slap one in while I'm playing OU because once like NU and maybe PU come out, I'll probably be playing lower tiers much more often. So while I'm dabbling, I just wanted to taste the power of Starmie in his natural habitat. So we're 3-0 with this team so far, and I haven't even clicked the belly drum yet with Smeargle. So we'll grab a game or two here and try and get that. But we've already proved our point. We've already had our fun. This may be one of my most surprisingly enjoyable teams I've ever used. But we're just gonna do. It's so easy. I almost want to say like there's very little thought process that I've used so far. I just click designated lead. Set up the stuff, go to offensive threat, click offensive button, and just either win or lose. And so far it's been win. Now, unfortunately, he did switch to Donphan, which I don't really have any real way of preventing the rapid spin. So we will just be, brave birding it. And Donphan's a big problem for the team, so the more we can weaken it, the better. It is Flame Body Heat Train, which is good to know. Obviously, Skarmory is not meant to stick around, so we'll just set up a spike and, go down. And, I mean, Starmie is looking pretty good in this scenario. We could go to our own Donphan and just Earthquake. Probably don't want to go to Smeargle just yet because, again, he has Flame Body. and we will take a few hits to be able to seriously damage him even at +6. So we don't want to mess around with anything like that. We'll see how much analytic Surf does to Blissey, which is basically nothing, but you know, he's supposed to take the spike, which is fun. I think we go to Donphan in this scenario, and we just click knock off, because obviously we can take the Thunder Wave, and he doesn't really have anything that wants to take knock off, unless he wants to be really bold and go to Heatran on a Donphan to try and get the Flame Body. He has Specs Tangrowth, which I did not foresee when he went for knockoff to start the game. But we do have Special Defensive Scizor, so we can go to that in U-turn. You know, he'll obviously go to Heatran here, but as long as we have the ability to keep the spike up, forcing him into the Blissey isn't the worst thing in the world. I kind of just want to set up the Belly Drum right now and see what happens. Risk the everything. This really isn't a good matchup for our Smeargle, so I'm not really concerned about you know, if I just lose this quickly and get to another match. We've already done everything short of get the Smeargle Belly Drum up, so as cool as it would be to go undefeated, no, I don't need that to be validated this live. Obviously Tangrowth should outspeed me here, and I don't know, I think we just go for that because we knocked off the leftovers, and kind of surprised he went for Sludge Bomb in that scenario, considering my switch is Scizor, but I guess he was confident that that I wouldn't be saving the Azumarill after I already used the Belly Drum and Citrus Berry, which he does get correct, but this is an interesting series of plays. Like, maybe he could have lived without the crit, but he has a Blissey. There's no real need to throw away all of his threats like this. Yeah, so he just forfeits there. I mean, I appreciate it. I was just gonna go all in and see what happened, and surprisingly enough, winning was what happened. Here, I mean, his only real defogger is Gliscor, so we should be able to just set up our things. Now, Lucario is a bit of a threat. We do have a sturdy Donphan in the back, so we can afford to let him set up everything here while we get our things up. And, you know, then maybe we can use the Smeargle if we have all these hazards up. Obviously, the Custard Berry doesn't work because he has priority, but we can guaranteed live any hit here and just go for the Earthquake, so we aren't going to get soaked by Lucario. This does mean he can go into his defogger now and get rid of our hazards, which is a shame, but I mean, even at max attack, I don't think Ice Shard will be a 2 KO, although he won't get the Toxic Orb right away, but he makes a very interesting play, and he just throws away his whole Jirachi. Now, I am obviously going to Earthquake here. We cannot let him Belly Drum. Donphan's almost dead. I don't care if he goes down. Unfortunately, that means Doomsday will hit the next turn, so we'd rather, yeah, see, there's no chance I'm switching here. This is kind of what you get with the low ladder sometimes, but hey, it allowed Smeargle to put in work. I don't know what else to really say at this point. I'm surprised he's still playing, given the situation, but yeah, no, he sets up rocks and leaves the game. So sadly, we won too quickly and easily there, and Smeargle didn't get to come out, but one of these days, and it's not going to be this battle because this team is stacked against what we have, but one of these days, I'm confident we can get a belly drum off and then at least get one kill. That's the idea. If we get a whole sweep, that'd be amazing, but this is not the matchup for it. So we're not even gonna try and do the lead Skarmory thing. This is a speed tie, which obviously I can't risk, but it's not great. Raikou just destroys this team. You kind of just have to hope that they don't do something like this. But hopefully that's specs. I don't know, because if he can switch to Scald here, we just insta lose. But yeah, I want to just like attack here, but I can't afford losing Donphan as long as the Raikou is around. Now, luckily, he doesn't have a good switch in at all to Starmie, which is always good to see. You know, we aren't that afraid of the Future Sight. I don't see any reason not to just go for Surf here. His only switch into that is the Slowbro, which again, he just switched out of the Slowbro, so clearly, you know, that's a winning matchup for us. And yeah, as long as we can keep Starmie alive, we should be able to get a decent amount of kills. We have the special defensive Scizor for this. If we aren't afraid of Shadow Ball, and we can just U-turn, because obviously he has to switch. And hopefully it's not Flame Body Heatran, but I think it's time to just go for the Azumarill. I don't think there's a whole lot he can do here other than Sash Alakazam, because obviously Heatran dies from Aqua Jet, so the fact that he's faster isn't a problem. We should be faster than Slowbro, so we should just be able to play rough that, assuming we don't miss. Obviously, anytime you click a 90% accuracy move, you're asking to lose the game immediately. But we should be able to put a decent hole in his team. Obviously, Gliscor goes down from full, and probably Sash Alakazam, but we had to break that Sash at some point. So I think this is where we just go to Smeargle. He's not going to see an extreme speed coming. I can't imagine he's going to see an extreme speed coming. So we can, you know, rack up another kill for Smeargle, hopefully. And then depending on what he goes to afterwards, we can Sport. We may just sack Skarmory if he goes to Raikou, because again, that's a huge threat. And all right, let's assume he's he's very offensive, so we die. But we got the job done. We took out one of his biggest threats, and yeah, I think we just go to Starmie now and we start clicking the Surfs, because we have Analytic Life Orb and we do a lot to Raikou. I think we just go for the speed tie and we got it. So obviously, if he's anything other than max speed, then it's not a speed tie. But he is Scarf Heatran, which is going to be a bit of a problem here. I think we just go to Skarmory and we start setting up all the everything, because we don't want him to be able to switch in and out of Slowbro. Obviously, with all the special attack drops, you know, we should be able to deal with Heatran with Earthquake. And if he switches out and switches back in, then, you know, we want Slowbro to take a big chunk of damage. And hopefully, oh, it's so close. It's so close, but I think we have to switch. And I think we have to, I think we Swords Dance here and U-turn, because we should be able to take a Scald, and just as long as we don't get burned. All right, I think this is a close one. I think we go for U-turn. Oh, it's not enough. That's rough. I thought about Swords Dancing again. I thought he might switch. That's probably going to be the game. Even if he misses an overheat, there's not much we can do here. We definitely could have won that one if we gone for, you know, more Swords Dances and stuff, but I thought he might, you know, see that coming and switch into Heatran, in which case, you know, we probably maybe lose at that point. Nah, yeah, I think we would have lost in that scenario as well. So we had to do the 50-50 there, and we don't get it right, which means we have to go to +6 and risk every burn, which eventually will happen, of course. And I just don't think it's winnable anymore at this point. But we're gonna try. Um, yeah, there's nothing we can do here, which is really sad. But it comes down to the plays, and at this low ladder, maybe I shouldn't have predicted him to make the aggressive move there. I also thought it might just kill, but obviously we have very minimal attack investment, so pretty little chance of that. Obviously, even without the burn, Bullet Punch was never killing Heatran there, so we lost to Scarf Heatran. But yeah, we could have won that battle as well with just one better play, and I'm not too ashamed of that being our only loss so far. Hopefully we get a better matchup. That matchup was pretty rough, other than the fact that he was really weak to Starmie. Probably could have switched and saved it there maybe, but like I said, we had a way to win even with the circumstances, so I'm not too ashamed of my plays there. I think this is one where we just lead with Smeargle because he has the Espeon there for the Skarmory, but Azelf is definitely not who we want to see. I think we just Spore. I almost clicked knockoff because, just to get the damage and get rid of its item, but this is going to be a tough one. I think we just sack Skarm. Like I said, this is not a great matchup here, but we can at least get, obviously he has the ability to taunt, but he chooses not to, which, kind of is bad for us because no, he didn't have a fire move, he just explodes, so it's whatever. Didn't quite go the way we had planned, but it is what it is. I think we taunt this. He's an offensive one with Flamethrower, which is interesting. We just go to the old reliable Starmie and we start throwing off Thunderbolts. I don't imagine he'll switch into Breloom here, so everything else we can hit for neutral or super effective. If he's Scarf, he's locked into Flamethrower, so there's no need to worry about that. And now we just go for Surfs until we lose because our lead situation didn't go so hot. And so once Starmie goes down, we're probably out of it. We can just go for Thunderbolt here again. It would be quite brazen of him to go into Breloom in this scenario. Yes, Espeon makes a lot of sense. And we are faster than it, but that doesn't really get us a whole lot. So we'll go into Scizor here. And I think if we just set up a Swords Dance, his team's pretty susceptible to Bullet Punch at this point. He probably lives with Togekiss, even with the super effectiveness, because again, we're special defensive. But probably is why you click the button, because sometimes when you don't know your calcs, it turns out they're different than you guessed off the top of your head. But obviously, you can't afford any sort of belly drum shenanigans here, so we will just click all the bullet punches. And now, I don't know if he doesn't have a water move, or he just doesn't think I'll stay in. I don't understand why he's play roughing there. But basically, Breloom is all he has left as far as things that don't insta-die. He goes for Mach Punch, which is a mistake because we live those. And so I think we've swept him with Scizor. We've basically swept with every Pokemon on the team at this point, other than obviously Donphan's not a sweeper, it's just a click Earthquake and Rapid Spin guy. Although Ice Shard's done a decent amount of work. We are climbing up after throwing all away our points with the last two meme teams. This meme team's a lot more dangerous apparently. Don't sleep on offensive Smeargle, even though since the first couple of battles we haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to do things, but I don't think he died in that last one. We just won too easily without needing to use him, but we set up our hazards here, and This one, we're going to see what we can do with the Smeargle because he has some. Now, here's the question: does he just immediately go for defog, or does he go for Scold? Obviously, we could have taunted there, but I mean that would just get one layer up. Unless, yeah, we should be faster. We're definitely faster. So unless he has Aqua Jet, taunting or defogging, it's the same. We have the run layer of rocks up. I'm assuming you wouldn't be fast on pulling like this, so now's our chance. This will probably be the end of the video because we're obviously not going to sweep and we're going to lose, but we've shown what I wanted to show, and so now that I got the belly drum off, we'll see how it goes, and there's nothing left to prove after this. All the members of the team have done all the things that they were meant to do. So we get roared out. We got no kills, but we did keep the rocks up and get rid of his defogger. So, not the worst. Again, like just these team matchups have been kind of rough. They have too many resists to normal. But let's see. Obviously, the U-turn's a big thing. I think we just sack Smeargle, and if we don't die, then we can maybe spore something. But we got what we needed out of Smeargle, which is rid of Empoleon, which is a big problem for this team. So hopefully that can open up a Azumarill to sweep him. It kind of depends on if he's Moxie Rotom. I mean, not Rotom, Gyarados. We already know he's not Scarf, so we should be able to click the big old Surf button. He doesn't have great resist to that. He has this presumably special. Nope, he's gone. So yes, don't sleep on Starmie, kids. It's actually a good Pokemon. Don't let the newer gens poison your brains. Back in my day, people were scared of Starmie when they saw it. All right, so I think we just go to Donphan in this scenario. Not really afraid of his electric type. I think probably go for a knockoff because I think he should switch out into perhaps Gyarados. Or the Rotom, either way. Yes, so we find out whether he's Intimidate now, and he's not, which means basically I think Azumarill sweeps at this point. We'll just keep going for knockoffs. Unfortunately, he's not going to give me an opportunity to set up in front of the Gyarados because I'm just going to kill it. I think we sack Azumarill now, maybe? I mean, the Aqua Jet could be useful. I don't know. I think the Ice Shard is much more useful. And, well, we click the Ice Shard now. I thought it would go to Rotom, but, Overheat probably doesn't kill me. I don't know, maybe it doesn't have a Will-O-Wisp. So, now we set up Azumarill and we win. I don't know. I said that was going to be the last one, but I'm not satisfied. We didn't get a kill with the belly drum. It definitely helped us win, but we didn't get a kill off the belly drum. So I want one more. Hopefully we can get an actual belly drum into a kill, as there's no way he can handle Azumarill at this point. Again, because his Empoleon's dead, which is because of Smeargle, so it definitely helped us win this game. But I want more direct glory on Smeargle, mostly because it's a belly drum set. And it shouldn't be that hard to click belly drum and get a kill once we have the belly drum one time. I don't think that's too much to ask, considering we've got multiple kills without the belly drum. So we'll go again, one more battle, and hopefully, we get an actual good matchup. But yeah, the team's putting in a lot of work, which shouldn't be that much of a surprise because it has Azumarill on it. Azumarill is the best Pokemon ever created, is what I've learned since they added a belly drum plus Aqua Jet. Obviously, at higher level of the ladders, they know that Azumarill can destroy everything in the face of the planet, so they actively prepare for it. But even then, you just still lose to it. Obviously, you just have to play better. You can't just send it out and insta-win like I'm doing here on the low ladder. But just a tip, if you ever want to farm points on the low ladder and get to medium ladder, there's no such thing as a bad team. If you have Belly Drum and Azumarill on it, you can run whatever memes. Kind of like how Envy always runs, his fun memes when he has like, the Corviknight core and all things like that. And, suddenly everything looks good once you have uh, an impenetrable core of whatever, the Umbreon, the Corviknight, his standard things. Um, you know, you can make any Pokemon look good if you have an Azumarill on your team. That's my version, anyways. So obviously we don't need the Custap here to outspeed Slowbro. And yeah, this will be the one where unfortunately he has the Gengar, which is a big problem because he will be faster than us. Could also have tried to find a place for Sticky Webs on this team, but I mean, that's not really the point. So we will Spore here. Hopefully he switches into something that is Gengar so that we can, do something else. But yes, we will. If he doesn't go directly into Gengar, we should be able to get a kill here, hopefully. Now I have used this set before in 6th gen, and it was against a Rotom Wash. I believe I did like 80%, and then he got the immediate wake up. So, had he done that, he probably would have. All right, here's the question: do we live a Bullet Punch? Because with that, based on the crit damage, we clearly cannot go for another Extreme Speed unless we get another crit. And sadly, with our terrible stats, we do not live. So once again, we got the Belly Drum off, but we didn't get a kill. And I can't end it like that. So we will be getting another battle after hopefully cleaning up everything on his team with this Skarmory. Oh, he goes for Protect, which I guess, now it's a roll. But I don't really want to keep playing this, so we go for it. And we don't get it. We do slightly less. So that's basically an L unless he brings in something we can set up on. Which, he might have here, so we will click the button and we will try our best. And if not, he goes for D5, which is going to be a problem because, our best chance at killing the Slowbro was if he had a bunch of damage on him already. Obviously, he can get the Bullet Punch off there. I really want to know what his EVs are there because he seems like a defensive Scizor, but 75% to our pal Smeargle, that still hurts, even though, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say there's no way that minimum attack the Scizor can do that, because that's just how weak it is. But hopefully, all right, we just clear. Yeah, we have 1744 attack, so I don't know why I thought Slowbro might live. It's not that bulky, unless he has a sash somewhere. We have now 1. Like I said, you don't have to play smart or good or anything. You just have to bring this. Obviously, he can get the Curse Body, which would be a bit of a bummer, but he doesn't. So another win, Jan, with Azumarill. I mean, again, you can run 5 Pokemon and basically get away with it there. But to some degree, it matters that we put the Rotom to sleep because we were able to weaken him a bunch, and that's his main way of stopping Aqua Jet on his team. So, I mean, I'm going to give a smidgen of credit to our pal there. This looks like the final. All right, this is the final game. This is a team that is. I mean, he's got the Tyranitar, which resists both our moves. Unfortunately, one of the rare normal and dark resists that exists. But hopefully, when we get these hazards up, we can weaken it to the point where we can Spore it, because we should be faster unless he's very offensive. And we're just going to U-turn here. He shouldn't stay in, I would think, against a Scizor. While I would imagine he's potentially locked into Icicle Crash. I don't know what his item is in this scenario. But either Smeargle gets it done in this game or it doesn't. That's going to be the end. we're going to find out the exciting conclusion. But I hope you had as much fun as I did in this video. And yes, we go directly into the Smeargle now. We click Spore immediately. And unfortunately, we probably just insta-die to Amber Palm because it actually has a priority move that's faster than Extreme Speed. But, theoretically, he has to sack something first. And hopefully we get the multi-turn sleep. All right, we can click the knockoff now. That should be a kill. And you'll never see offensive Smeargle take out Slowbro before. He may try and go to something else, but we should be able to 2-KO anything. All right, so there it is. We killed Slowbro with Smeargle. That's hilarious. He's going to give us Togekiss as well, hopefully. So, yes, we're doing it. This is great. We got everything into the video, just like, last time. We played a game until we got at least the premise of the video, everything matched up. So, if you'd like to see me continue do this sort of thing, where like I just bring every mon in Johto and try and get a couple kills in it, yes, he just discovered he could, and he forfeits. He gets rid of the Smeargle and he forfeits. So that's it. I hope you had fun. Feel free to subscribe or comment if anything tickled your fancy of that nature. Let me know if you want me to kind of continue along this path where I bring funny things to OU and try and get a kill with them, or if you'd like to see, what I was originally planning, which was, some RU content maybe. Definitely going to be running some Sun at some point. But yeah, just in general, I hope you have a good day. This is Dynamo22, and I'll see you later.